we're packing today is what we're doing. Hello, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today we're packing. So we're packing to go away for 3 months. I fly in like 3 days, so there is time if I have a complete meltdown in this packing video, which I seem to have done in the last couple. So my plan is I'm flying to Peru on Thursday and I'm staying with a host family in Cusco where I did my elective, and I went back a few years ago now as well. So I'm staying with them for 2 weeks, going to a Spanish school where I have Spanish lessons 4 hours a day, and then after that I'm going to travel around Peru. I've got nothing booked past the 2 weeks, and then the plan is to fly to Mexico to meet Rhiannon, and then we're going to travel through Mexico and hopefully Costa Rica to see sloths. So I've got a new, shockingly, I have a new suitcase. It is not carry-on size, so in my previous trips I've gone carry-on only. However, I need like warmer clothes for Cusco, and I want to go to Arequipa because they're up high, but then hopefully the rest of the trip it will be like somewhat warmer climate. And I was just having a meltdown trying to fit everything in my bag, and I've also got like presents for my host family, and like it just wasn't fitting. So anyway, I needed to check my bag anyway, like my cabin bag for the flights, because you're only allowed 10 kilos hand luggage, and I think my personal item weighs more than that. So I've got the EastPak, what's it called, TRANS4. It's basically like the one that I have in my cabin bag size that I took to Australia, but a whole size, and it's medium. So it's on 4 wheels, hence the TRANS4, and it doesn't have any backpack straps, but it's got like a whoop, sort of like a handle situation, and it's also got a handle on the side, a handle on the top, and then you need to do this in a way that you're going to be able to see this. It is clamshell style, which is my personal favourite because I just feel you can cram as much stuff in as possible. So this is the main bag that I'm taking, and in here I've got an Apple AirTag because, as I mentioned, I'm checking my bag, so I want to be able to check where it's gone. So I'm going to go through what I'm packing, show you how I'm packing it.
Invariably have a meltdown because I normally do on these packing videos.
And then we'll go from there. So first of all, with this bag, it's got a zipped bit on the front. So inside here, I have a 20-litre dry bag. I have my Finding Nemo shower bag. So this is for in the hostels when you go to the shower and there's only one hook or no hooks, you can put your clothes in here and it stays dry. And then I've also got, which I won't get out because it was a bit of a nightmare to get in, but I've got my Pacsafe Metro Safe LS350 because it's just such a beautiful size for like out and about day bags, and I thought it'd be really useful in South and Central America having like anti-theft as well. So I've got that like inside here as well. So I'm just going to try and like ram this back in again.
Some time later.
And this compartment can also zip up, like be locked away. Like there's 2 zips on it, so you can lock the zips together if you get me. So first of all, in my pile here, I have clothes that I'm going to be wearing like on my travel day. So I'm travelling from Heathrow to JFK. By the way, if you're from the UK, you need to get an ESTA, so like a visa waiver, even if you're just going through American airports. Like I'm not leaving JFK, but you still need an ESTA, which I don't think was the case in 2013 when I first went to Peru. And then JFK to Lima, which is another 8 hours, and then Lima to Cusco. So that's the plan. So travel wise, on my bottom I will have like blue linen-y trousers that I got from M&S. Would highly recommend. But they're like the ankle tapered one. They're just really nice because they're comfy but also look a bit smarter as well. Obviously I don't care about looking smart for flying, but the comfy side. And then I've just got a base layer of my Sweaty Betty vest. Over the top I've got a long sleeved thin merino that I can leave after Arequipa if needed because it is quite old and bobbly. And then I've got a fleece on top, which is Billabong, and I got it off Vinted, very jazzy, it's got zipped pockets. And then I've got a Kathmandu puffer jacket that I can hopefully like pack down well when I'm not in the cold places. And again, this is off Vinted, it's like £20. Honestly, absolutely excellent. So that's what I'm going to be travelling in, and I'm going to take like spare panties to change into, and I'm also going to put like 1 day's worth of clothes in my hand luggage in case my bag goes missing, so I actually have like something to wear. So those are the clothes that I'm travelling in. And then bras wise for the trip, most of my tops don't require a bra, which is excellent. Like, I'm not very well blessed in the upper part of my body, but it's quite a blessing when you're travelling. So tops wise, I've got 3 sports bras because I can just like wear these as crop tops as well. So I've got a dark blue Sweaty Betty one. I've got a black Sweaty Betty one, which kind of like has a crossover bit like in your epigastrium that I think looks nice as a top as well. And then I've also got a light blue Sweaty Betty sports bra. I just like the crisscrosses that they have on the back. They're all off Vinted. I buy most of my stuff off Vinted because it's a lot cheaper, you save the planet, and we just have a good time, you know? Then long sleeve wise, I have 1 rash vest, so I took this with me to Australia and it stopped me from getting burned. So it's a rash vest with a thumb hole in, so I'm going to wear this like on the beach if I'm doing any bodyboarding, things like that. And then I've also got a long sleeved blue Sweaty Betty. I think it's the seamless. I think it's basically like the long sleeved blue version of this. Also off Vinted, and again thumb holes to hopefully keep you like warmer and cozy. T-shirts wise, I've then got the t-shirt version of the long sleeve top because I feel that size and fit fits me well. And then I've got my trusty blue merino one from Rohan that I've been taking for years travelling because it just works so well. And then other tops wise, I have a thin cotton top that is originally I think from Zara, but I got it from a thrift shop in Bondi, and I thought that'd be nicer for like evenings out. I then have a stripy version of the black tank top that I'm going to be travelling in, again Sweaty Betty. My next top is a blue, it's kind of like sports material-y top, really nice for like if you're doing hikes or something, it's like sweat wicking. I then have a very jazzy rainbow like halter neck top it's from a market in Cairns, I think, which is, I think it's just going to be like massive Mexico vibes. My next top is then a green little vest top that I thrifted from a second-hand shop in Amsterdam, and I just get like 90s vibes from it, so I like that. I then have a stripy blue, it's kind of like cropped, but like a halter neck, but not halter neck, stripy blue top that is also kind of like sporty as well. And then finally I have a black ribbed kind of like nice on the shoulder top that I got from Genoa in Italy because one top I took with me was far too big and I was flashing everything. I then have one dress which is a denim dress and it is from a market in Sydney. And then I have a long baggy t-shirt cover up that I got after my tour of Fraser Island, of Gari, when I was in Australia, so I used that for like a beach cover up. And then bottoms, so I've got the blue linen trousers that I'll be travelling in. I've then got a pair of denim shorts, so these are from M&S, and I like denim's quite bulky, but I just feel like a pair of denim shorts is just like a staple when you're travelling. I've then got a pair of black linen-y shorts that I got from the West End Market in Brisbane. The brand is something called Seed, which apparently is a very fancy brand in Australia, but I mean, they're shorts, they fit well. Next I have 4 pairs of biker shorts. So these are Sweaty Betty from Vinted. I get the 6-inch ones because the 4-inch ones give me shrub rub, and the 9-inch ones look like I'm Dora the Explorer's big sister. I just look like an idiot in them. So the 6-inch ones, and I've got these because they have like a side pocket for your phone, and then they've also got like a zip on the back as well. So I've got a pair in black, I've got a pair in navy, and then I have 2 pairs that are like navy flowery shorts, like blue shorts. I then have a black pair of the blue linen ones that I'll be travelling in, but these ones are regular length, not long length, so they're a little bit shorter. I got those off Vinted actually, and it was like £13 cheaper than it was in M&S, and they were new with tags. We love that. And then I've also got a pair of trusty Sweaty Betty leggings that are power leggings. They're the ones that I took travelling with me last summer. Have a hole in the knee that has been sewn up, but I was like, well, I may as well take ones that have got holes in, because then I'm not, if I fall over again, I'm not like breaking a fresh pair of leggings. And then underwear wise, I have 3 pairs of period pants because I'm only due to have 1 period when I'm there, because I am back to backing the pill after advice from my GP. So I only have a period once every 3 months, which we love. So I just have 3 pairs of period pants, 10 pairs of normal pants. I have 2 bikinis because I just wanted 2 bikinis. So I've got one that I bought in Genoa from H&M, and then I'm going to take my bikini that I took to America a couple of summers ago because that fits nicely as well. And then I have merino socks, so it's the smart wool ones that I've had before, so you can wear them again and again, they don't get stinky. And then I'm taking the same pyjamas as I took with me to Australia. I'm getting up close to show you the packing cubes. So they're Eagle Creek because I love Eagle Creek. So they're the packing cubes. I've got them like in different sizes, but they're clean dirty, so one side is clean, one side is dirty, and it just means that laundry then doesn't take up more space. And in each packing cube I have like a little orange blossom perfume soap thing, but basically it just keeps your clothes smelling a bit fresher, because regardless of what you do, they always seem to stink after a while when you're traveling. So I'm gonna put all those into packing cubes. Excellent.
A few moments later.
So I have this black one, which is the medium Eagle Creek, oh, what's it called, Reveal, clean dirty. I have my tops in here, but I also have my denim shorts because they wouldn't fit in the bottoms one. I then have the clean dirty Reveal in small, and I have my bottoms in here. And then I have the clean dirty Isolate in small, and I have my underwear. So they are the clothes. Next I have my toiletries. So this is inside a dry bag so that it can't leak. So I also always try to limit liquids because I'm so used to going hand luggage only. However, I don't need to limit liquids because I'm not going hand luggage only. Honestly, such a revelation. So I have a new toiletry bag because the one I was using previously was a little bit too small. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm going traveling for 3 months. Next year I'm going on a very exciting elongated trip, so keep an eye out for that. And I was like, do you know what, I just need a bigger toiletry bag. So I have the Eagle Creek, I want to say this is a Reveal, it looks like the same thing as the other one, but anyway, I have this. I've actually filmed a short unpacking it today, so hopefully I can link that below when it's published. So it has like a little mesh thing on the side, and then a bigger compartment and a smaller compartment. So I've basically got my hair removal stuff in here, my main washing stuff in this one, and then my like more beauty stuff here. So I'm gonna come up close so that I can actually like show you what is packed in here. Now it's very tightly packed, so it's gonna be a bit of a meltdown getting it back in, but anyway. So I travel with shampoo bars because I'm so used to traveling hand luggage only. They take up less space. I use the Eco Warrior one because it works as both shampoo and conditioner for me. I've got this little box thing, so in here obviously I've like used it so far. Whoop. The soap is trying to fall out. So in here I have the shampoo bar that's fallen in half, and I have a Glossier, oh is it Milky Bar, something like that, for washing my face and washing my body with. And then I've got a soap saver. This thing here is a soap saver so that when it's drying you don't lose all your bar. I do have spares of things, which I know you don't need spares of things, but when I ran out of my shampoo bar 2 years ago, it was a nightmare trying to find another one. I had the Ethique one last year. It just stung so much when it got in my eye. So anyway, I've got 2 spare shampoo bars, and I have a 1.5 of the Glossier like face bar thing. I then have my standard Tangle teaser. This is the one that I've been taking away with me for years, and just a comb. In here I have leave-in conditioner. There's like, how many mils? Is there like 50 mils in here? Oh, Schwarzkopf something, but it's the leave-in conditioner that works for me. I then have 2 little squeegee tubes. So I've got a squeegee tube of body lotion, and this is Soap and Glory because apparently I still live in the noughties. And then this is my Reset shampoo. So if my hair's like really, really dirty and shampoo bars don't quite cut it, then I use this. And then I also have my deodorant. So this is the Salt of the Earth deodorant, and it's basically just like a stick of salt that you get wet, put on your armpits, and then dry off. It just takes some getting used to, like for your body to get used to it. So don't jump straight into a sweaty country and just be using a natural deodorant, but it works well for me. And then in the more like beauty side, first of all, I've got an exfoliating glove that I always use when I'm shaving my legs. I have cuticle oil because I always have gels on my nails, so I've got like just shimmery because I don't know when I'm next going to be able to get my nails done, and you can see it growing out less if it's just shimmery, but if you use cuticle oil your nails stay on for longer. I've got a little kit of eyebrow dye, so I don't know if you can tell, I actually dyed my own eyebrows yesterday because my normal eyebrow lady has moved to a different salon and I couldn't fit in with her, so I dyed my own eyebrows, and I'm allergic to a lot of things, so I was like, if I just take my own, oh heck, if I just take my own little eyebrow kit thing, then hopefully it'll be okay. I have toothpaste tablets, so these are the Dent Tab ones. So toothpaste tablets, you chew them and then clean your teeth, and then it saves on space for toothpaste. I have toothpicks that I use to floss. I have eyebrows, so these are, it's like wax to like make sure your eyebrows stay like point in the right direction. I then have hair bobbles and I have hairpins in a little pouch. I love little pouches, I don't know if you can tell. I am 33 and I've actually started moisturising my face. So I have this Glossier one and I find it leaves my face really soft, so I like that. And then the only makeup I've got is Boy Brow from Glossier and Lash Slick mascara from Glossier. And then I've got two little things, oh there's a hair on me, two little things of sun cream. So these are Sun Bum 50 and I've just decanted them into these. One of them's in like a little pouch because this is what I'm going to take like in my day bag. And I don't want sun cream in my day bag. In the little thing at the front, I then have a razor with hereeeee is the brand. And it covers the razor head so you don't like gouge your hand out when you go into your toiletry bag. And then I've got two spare razor heads as well. I'm sure that you can buy razor heads when you're out there, so if I'm particularly hairy and need to shave regularly, then I will buy some more when I'm out there. So that's the contents of my toiletry bag. Oh, I have my toothbrush in my personal item, like my carry-on, because I'm going to want to clean my teeth at some point during the flight. So, and then towels wise, I am taking this one. So it is, I think it's a size medium. It's from Decathlon. It's a microfiber towel, but it's ribbed, so it actually dries you. This is the one that someone stole from me at surf camp in Australia that I then repurchased in a Decathlon in Sydney. And for drying my hair, I then have a trusty Dock and Bay hair towel, which I don't know how old this is now. It's looking a bit bobbly, but I mean, it still works as a hair towel. It's just because I have curly hair, so my hair will go frizzy if I use a normal towel. Right, I think I'm gonna pack my clothes in now because then they're out of the way. So with this bag, this side doesn't have the handle, so I find it easier to put my clothes in here. It does obviously have my backpack like on the other side of it. So I have this sarong because I think it's nice to like take to the beach. So this is quite thin, so I just put it down so that goes on the bottom. And then I have my packing cube of tops, and I'm gonna have to reset my packing cube of tops in here. And then, how did I do this earlier? Let me think. My packing cube of bottoms goes here. And then I've got my toiletries, which goes in here. And then my underwear is like squashable, so it goes in like that. And then I have my towels, which will go in. Obviously this fit better when I wasn't filming, because that always happens. There we go. Ooh. So that side is clothes, toiletries, and my main towels.
I'm like absolutely shattered already. Anyway.
Moving on to the other bit of my bag. So this is just like shoes, it's like just random bits and bobs. So shoes wise, I always take 3 pairs of shoes when I travel. I travel in my Roadrunners, and then I've got a pair of Crocs, and I've got a pair of flip-flops. I have them in bags so that they don't get anything dirty. So the Crocs are the all-terrain Crocs, and you can like go hiking in them. And then my flip-flops are just like Havana flip-flops. I then have presents. So as I mentioned, I'm staying with a host family, and I've got them like British, like shortbread biscuity things in like a tin that's like British cottage from M&S. Some Percy's, obviously I got some Percy Pigs, and some Colin the Caterpillar sweets. And then I got them a little Paddington as well, like a little Paddington keyring. And then also they've got a dog. So I've got this wrapping paper. Isn't this not most a fantastic thing? And I went to Oh My Dog, and I got them some gingerbread biscuits for their doggo. So that's gifts that I'm giving to the family. I then have my travel journal. So this has got my travel journal, scissors, glue stick pen, and then because it's like a double sort of layer, I can put like the things that I'm going to put in the travel journal on the other side. I have a cool bag. I've got a beeswax wrap, so instead of using like cling film, I can use that. And this is just for taking food out with. I actually then have a little cool like block. So it's 101 Dalmatians, which we love, and you can just put this in the freezer and it becomes a nice block. So I've got it in a little bag just in case it leaks. So that's going in the cool bag. And then other like food related items. So I'm a coffee snob. I can't drink instant coffee because it's awful. Oh, the like clouds are going behind me, so I'm not sure what the lighting's doing. Anyway, I've got a collapsible pour over. So it's a collapsible pour over, so you just put like filter coffee in here and it collapses flat. I also have a collapsible mug, which is also Sea to Summit, because sometimes hostels have like tiny cups or just like whoop, no cups at all. I've got that in a little pouch. And then in here, it's like a smell-proof container and it's got like ground coffee in it. Obviously I have tea, so I've got biscuit brew, I've got bedtime brew that's Yorkshire tea. You can get Yorkshire tea in Australia, but I'm going to Peru, so I presume they don't have Yorkshire tea there. I then have this little thing, which actually has some face masks in, randomly, but also has food bags in that lie flat, so like for saving food for the next day. Speaking of, I then got my collapsible Tupperware. So this obviously collapses and then you can make it bigger, and it's just really good like if you're making food in the hostel and want to save some food for the next day. Really, really handy. I've then got two like random cubes. So I've got my Eagle Creek, oh it's a packet one again, that I usually bring, but then I've also got a toiletries bag of like random stuff. So I'll go through this one first. So in here, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get this back in, I have a resistance band, so it's just for doing physio. So I went to the gym this morning. I hadn't been for about 3 weeks just because I've had a cough and I hurt my back, so, and I was in Italy, so yeah, I have a resistance band for doing that. A spare straw for my water bottle. This is a little lamp that it won't light up now because I have the batteries here in case it would like accidentally turns itself on in my bag. And this is just really nice for like a bedside light if you don't get one in a hostel, or if you're doing some early morning or late night walks, attach it to your backpack and then cars can see you. A waterproof phone cover. I have a little pouch with colour captures and laundry sheets in. So these are really useful for washing your clothes. You just like put a couple in your wash and then they work as detergent. And I've got a plug for a sink as well, because if you're washing your stuff in the sink, obviously you need a plug, and most hostels don't have plugs because people plug the bathrooms. So I've got a little sink plug. I've then, on the theme of washing, also got my washing lines. So these are peg-free washing lines and you just put the clothes into the twists. Another spare straw. They're of differing lengths as well, so it's gonna be interesting. I've got a nail kit. It's missing the scissors because they took them off me when I was going to Singapore. This is a bottle cleaner for keeping my water bottle a bit cleaner, hopefully. A selection of different padlocks. I've also got like cable padlocks on all of my backpacks. Randomly a tissue. I've got a towel for tracking stuff, a vomit bag, and then a collapsible laundry bag for taking stuff like to and from the laundry, because I find that useful to have. Then I've got my like more beauty random bits. So in here I have iron tablets because I'm low on iron. I have this guy that's called the Last Swab, and it's like it's a reusable cotton bud which saves the planet and is useful to have. I have powdered sunshine, which you put in your scalp so you don't burn. I have like a selection of tampons because I think it's quite hard to come by tampons in South America, and as I mentioned, I'm only gonna have one period, so once I've had my period I'll just like leave these in a hostel somewhere. I have spare toothpaste tablets for when I run out. I have, like fluid replacement things for if I get the poop. I have a 30 Sunbum sun cream as well, because I mean hopefully I'm gonna get a tan and my body will get used to the sun and I won't require Factor 50 the whole time. But this is me, I'm very pale, so maybe not. I've actually got a few pieces of headwear. So Cusco is, as I mentioned, up quite high, so I've got a hat that I got off Vinted just to keep me warm because I do get really cold. I've then got a cap, which I think is a little bit of an improvement on the one that I had in Australia. I mean, I still look ridiculous in the cap, but I also get heat stroke if I don't wear a cap. I have gloves from Rohan that are apparently the best like weight to warmth ratio. I've got a pair of goggles, so I realised in Australia that whenever I go in the sea, my eyes swell up in the salt water. So I've got these sexy goggles that are hopefully going to prevent any salt water going in my eyes so that they don't swell up. A spare pair of sunglasses. I will have like another pair of sunglasses in my personal item. I've got a collapsible bag that goes over the handles of my case. I have another collapsible tote bag that is zipped. This goes around my case so that I can identify it a bit better, and I'm hoping my mum's going to sew on a pineapple patch that I've found. The other towel that I was talking about, so I got this in Byron. It's bright orange. This is my beach towel. It's Sea to Summit. It does dry me quite well because the fella told me to get it like completely wet first and then completely dry, and that did help. So this is my beach towel. I have an extension cable just like freely floating in my bag because they're useful if the plug socket's ages from your bed in a hostel. This I have like high strength multivitamins. They're Forceval. It's not quite 3 months worth because I don't think the GP quite understood when I messaged them, but I've got like 2 months worth and then just like basic multivitamins after that. My body just doesn't absorb things. I then have a Mac, so this is just a zip away Mac that I got off Vinted. And then I've got a sleeping bag liner. It's a cotton sleeping bag liner. 1, if I get cold. 2, because I think I'm going to be doing overnight buses in Peru, and it's just nice to have like all of your belongings like attached to you, because I'm not taking a sleeping bag, and that's what I did last time, just like put them in my sleeping bag. So I think this will be really useful. Let's pack all this. I mean, it all went in before, so hopefully it'll all go in again. So put the shoes in there. I'm trying to put like all the bulky items first, because there's like bits where the handle goes, and I'm just kind of like using that to guide where I'm putting stuff basically. Okay. This is why I love clamshell. I just feel you can get so much more in, you know. Okay. Oh, this zips up very easily. We love this. I've no idea how much this weighs, but I could easily pick it up, and the maximum I've got is 23 kilos, so I think I'll be fine with that. The main bag is packed. Moving on to my personal item, I have the North Face Borealis that I got from MacArthur Glen outlet place. There's like random space here in Vancouver. As you can see, I have Paddington, so he's my little companion for this trip, because I'm going to Peru, and Paddington is from deepest darkest Peru, so he's coming with. On this side I've got a thing from Decathlon that folds out to be a flat pillow, because I love a flat pillow, I don't like a chunky pillow, and it's also a blanket, so I thought that'd be good for on the plane, so I can sit on it, because
my butt hurts when I sit on it for a long period of time,
so I thought that'd be good. On this side I have my hydro flask, so I have, obviously you can't drink the tap water in South America, but I have, it's called Epic water filter, and it's a water filter that attaches, so you can just then drink the tap water, and it's like an adaptation for hydro flask, so that's really handy to have that, because then I'm not spending loads of money on bottled water, and obviously I'm saving the plastic that I would be using in the bottled water, and it's got a handle as well, so I can carry it around with me. This is a neck pillow, because I'm going on overnight flights. Inside the bag I don't have my laptop or iPad in here yet, but I will have. In the top pocket here I just have a really small factor 30 sunbum. I then have a head torch, which is really useful in hostels, and my sunglasses, so that's just in like the top. I'm sorry if the angle's changed. For some reason my Canon batteries, even though they're fully charged, cannot last longer than an hour. Anyway, so yeah, they're just like easy access. I've then got my liquids bag, so this has like inhalers, even though they're dry powder inhalers, balm, my liquids from my first aid kit, like hydrocortisone, things like that. This is a packet of Diamox, which is acetazolamide, which helps with altitude sickness. So I actually suffer from altitude sickness like quite easily. Unfortunately, I've started taking these already. It's only half a tablet a day, but hopefully this will prevent me from feeling jet lagged the whole time I'm at altitude. This is the toothbrush that I mentioned. So it is the Philips One something. It's an electric toothbrush. It requires a AAA battery, so I have a spare AAA battery in my electronics cube. I have electrolyte tablets. I have a Sharpie and a biro, and I also have my Kindle, because I've actually got into reading recently, which we love. I then have my nighttime pouch, so this is what I take and have with me in hostels at night time. So I've got a phone charger, earplugs, earphones for my iPad, and a little bag for like near attaching it to a hostel bunk. I will also have an eye mask. I've got a new eye mask somewhere. I've literally no idea what I've done with it, which is an excellent start, but it's like a Bluetooth one, so you can listen to stuff through it, and it's also an eye mask. And then, ooh, that's a liquid. I have a little bag of, it's like Wilderness Wipes, deodorant, face wash, for when I've got my layover in JFK, so I can freshen up. I've also got 3 hours in Lima airport, so there's also that. And then in like the main bit of the bag, I've got the rest of my first aid kit that's non-liquidy. So I just take medication that I think I'll need: paracetamol, loperamide, decongestant, anti-sickness, anti-travel sickness, and then all things for like if I fall over, like anti-back wipes, pseudocreme, gauze, blister plasters, normal plasters. I then have in here just easy access MacBook charger and adapter, and I've got like the duck head adapters for EU and America, because I think some plug sockets in Peru are the EU ones for some reason. So I have that so I can just stick it like straight into the wall. I have my electronics cube. So this basically has like chargers for everything. This will normally go in my hold luggage, but it's got a spare phone in here in case I'm mugged and need a phone. So, and you can't check that. I've got memory cards in here, I've got my GoPro, I've got my microphone because I'm going to be doing some online work whilst I'm out there. And then I've got a multi-way adapter thing. I used to have the sockets with like all of the countries and you like click to them, but they fall out the wall, it's a bit of a nightmare. And then these are just, in here is just cables. So it's just chargers for everything. I have a HDMI cable in case we're in anywhere where it has a TV and we can plug my laptop into the TV. I have a dry bag with a portable charger in. Always take a portable charger when you go traveling. This is another electronics thing. So it's got my hard drive in that I edit on. What else have we got? Oh, like adapter from MacBook, things like that. This is the little pouch with the Bluetooth headphones in, like eye mask. And then this is literally just snacks actually. So I've got Mummy Meegs now do vegan M&Ms. I've got Piercy's, and then I've got like a whole bag of snacks, cereal bar type thing. What else do I have in here? Oh, headphones, excellent. Noise cancelling headphones, which we absolutely love. Finally, I have my fanny pack, where's it gone? So this is a Pacsafe one, we love Pacsafe. I think it's the Vibe 100. Basically, I got this in Canada a couple of years ago, and I just wanted one where I can always keep one section closed. So in this section, I mean, it's just standard stuff you need in your fanny pack. I've got US dollars because I need to pay for my Spanish course and accommodation in US dollars. Always useful to have. I have vomit bags, always useful. I have my parkrun barcode with a tile on so that I can be tracked by people, and also if I'm found collapsed somewhere, it's got my emergency details on. I've got like my purse and my cards. I have cards in different places as well, so that if I'm robbed, I can still access things. You know, things like that. I've got ARFID blocking on all of my cards, like they're in little pouches. Randomly, I have a Rubik's Cube because I get anxious when I fly, and if I've got a little Rubik's Cube, I get less anxious. I've got a hanky because I still have hay fever. I've got my passport. It's like, it's just things that you need like close to you at all times. And then because it's Pacsafe, like the sides lock together, and then it's hard to like open it, it's slash proof. We just love a Pacsafe item basically. So that is everything that I'm taking with me to South America. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are excited to follow along the adventures. I will of course be vlogging the whole thing. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.